I've been patient, I've been a mental patient, been a parental replacement for kids sent to the basement. I has been, I've been had, I've become best friends with a pen and pad. Standing in the projects with a sign around my neck saying they thought it was a setup. I'm set up and unusual. I've been an unusual suspect. You're beautiful. Just check to make sure that you're musical. 1 sec, I'll be back in a minute. React to the limit and butt out of your asses up in it. Ask if you can kick it. No, you may lie. You float, just say hi. You bucked a straight shy. What the fuck did they got? Watch your mouth. What the kid just say? You suck away lie. No doubt. Hit by the ricochet. Kids today, I don't trust them. When I have mine, I'ma make him speak in rhymes. He'll think that is custom. Tell him that he's Muslim every Christmas. On December 25th, he'll be giftless. I convinced this dumbass he's actually a witness of Jehovah. Flip masks till he's older, have him bring Patrick's on over. Give him drinks if they're sober, we'll make some noise soon. She thinks of it, notice, send it to my boy's room. This is my house, you don't like it? Get the fuck out. Under my roof, you live by my rules. Y'all will make you wanna Sage Francis will make you wanna bounce. And DJ Shayla will make you wanna bounce. And Matt Coolidge will make you wanna bounce. And Old Dominion made you wanna bounce. The Micronauts, they made you wanna bounce. And Detention, he'll make you wanna bounce. Non-profits. Hold up, I made a man mad. I've been a madman. I've been a goody two-shoes who walks barefooted in a bad land. Been to Mattapan. What's up to my Boston heads? What's up to my New York head? Alright. What's up to my fucking Rhode Island heads? I came to visit y'all, but you know me, I got lost instead. I toss in bed, keep myself awake at night, worried that I might not fall asleep until I see the light. Friends wanna see me fight, I'm a black belt karate master. I'd rather have my freestyle raps help the party's laughter. I'm out of shape and haven't trained in months. Count the amount of time my face been punched. Feel my cranial lumps. I'll fuck you up. Cause your mind anguish with sign languages, y'all deaf for what? That depends. You mean the DEAF kind? He read my lips so hard that he was left blind. I never been signed, but I've been signed off. Cause I never rhyme soft. I wore designer cloth every time I swear to God that it's a cardiac arrest. Feel my chest, make sure it's not a heart attack. I'm stressed, it's rest and I'm probably lacking yes. I'm a full-fledged over the edge hypochondriac. Cleaning the rims, I'm a Pontiac. Rolling through the plaza, asking where the party at. Telling Heidi's at the Harley Fat, but got an gnarly rap to get him violent like a lush, wanting his car keys back. But wife don't want me back, I wanna hold her. It's a shame, she ain't been the same ever since I told her this is my house. You don't like it? Get the fuck out. Under my roof, you live by my rules, bitch. She said I had to bounce. Sage Francis will make you wanna bounce. And DJ Shayla will make you wanna bounce. And Matt Zimmerman will make you wanna bounce. And Scott D.J. make you wanna. Providence, I'll make you wanna. Cranston, I'll make you wanna. Mooneyville, I will make you wanna. What the fuck you know, I will make you wanna. The Easter Bunny wants to. When the record skips the needle, shut the fuck up.
Been a hell of a year, but I'm mentally prepared to do a dance around the next couple medical scares. I'm Fred Astaire with metal wearing quickly off my tap shoes. I step quietly the way the cats move, but I'm bear-like, my head trapped in dare lights. You could call me John, I'm writing letters to the dark side of the moon tonight. My lovely Jane, you went away, but the pain stayed. I'm sending you a package to the address where you traded names. Made no claims of the identity theft, more concerned about the home with no amenities left. It's already a mess, the dust piles like your junk mail. So I eat away depression and crush the scale. You find yourself on the opposite side of the spectrum, emaciated on a strict diet of breadcrumbs. Me, I choose to wallow and swim in my fat. You refuse to swallow, so I see ribs from the back. This isn't an attack, it's an admission of guilt. I'm living in the past, kissing your ass, sipping your milk, but it's all bone and curdle. I saw stones in a circle, stood in the middle, told myself riddles in a robe that's purple. The murder weapon was an icicle. Is that the reason why I'm standing in this puddle with my eyes so full? I fight feelings like a war on drugs. I'm a chemist with a test tube addiction, born through coffee mugs. Our baby now is all grown up. Your car is still dead in my driveway while I wait for the tow truck. And you know what? I know I drove you away, and I still don't think it was wrong, so I don't know what to say. It's been a tough year. You say that life ain't fair, well guess what, baby? Life ain't, and them's the breaks. You say that life ain't worth it, but it is. You gotta work it, nobody's life is perfect, yeah. You've been dealt a bad hand, placed against a stacked deck, been through all the cash a flame to the paper mache sanctuary. When the smoke clears, try not to stare into the light, but also don't stay in the dark as if that's what life is like. It's just a series of unfortunate events, but the messages we get are more important than death. What's the rush? I got a shortness of breath. What's the rush? Running from you, running from me. The rush, the crush, the lust, the love, trust. So what's the trouble? The busted bubble, the unjust. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It does suck. Suck it up, we're all looking, but nothing's enough. Use each other as a crutch, the clutch, the shift switches. You couldn't just adjust, you combusted and ripped pictures. This is why I'm not considered a saint. Well, guess what? I ain't.
It's been a hell of a year. You say that I ain't there, I ain't care, and life ain't fair. It's been a hell of a trip. You say my mind's unfit, I've been flipping, I ain't shit. It's been a hell of a life. You say that I ain't like the way I write, and that ain't right. It's been a hell of an attempt. You say that I ain't meant for promises unkept. But guess what, darling? I'ma keep calling. Guess right, darling? I ain't gonna sleep in the morning. Guess right, the day and night makes my beats in the cauldron. Guess stress every right on the trite songs I sing. Guess what, darling? I'ma keep calling. Guess right, darling? I ain't gonna sleep in the morning. Guess right, the day and night makes my beats in the cauldron. Stress every right and I'ma keep calling. Keep calling. Keep on calling. Keep on calling. Keep on calling.
The answer comes in the form of a handwritten letter from the moon. It says, "This is brutally beautiful. So are we. This is endless. So are we. We can heal this." Signed, Crater Face. P.S. I wanna die, motherfuckers. Yeah, it's true. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But my
Set it up, you knocked it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet. I feel cracks underneath my feet. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. I get attached and they're attached to people who I've loved and lost. Even though I gotta admit, there are a few who'd run me off. But I'm under no illusion how relationships get ruined. How I ain't shit to this movement when I'm just stuck to a cross. Tossed into the underworld and give a specific info. Forced to find another girl, sick of living in limbo. But I have my songs to play, so I got lost along the way. And now I'll never see the light of day thanks to the tinted limo. I was hopelessly romantic, emphasis on antic. Now I roam hopeless along the open coast of the Atlantic. But an overcoat that says Francis, showboat captain. Did my best to scrub it off, cause it's utterly embarrassing. Every night I'd rewrite my will on a sandbar napkin. I'd crash after sticking it to the window of my cabin. Once I awoke I'd notice it, read it then remove it. Just stunned I left nothing to my loved ones but music. Muses abandoned me while choosing family over continued support. For my intuitive thought, who would've thought? I couldn't have thunk it. Worst thing I ever did to another person in this world is nothing. Only a few can claim that's what I did when I could've done otherwise. Every single last one of them, something for nothing types, made me pay the price at any cost. I got buyer's remorse. How many toxins will the doctors find inside this corpse? Suicidal watch, it's diamond studded. Tells me when my time's up, try to keep my eyes from it. It's so swag, flash it at the fashion shows. Walks with a limp, it's so pimp, and it smacks the hoes. Rappers used to brag about intelligence. It made me wanna be smarter and harbor no regrets. Whether it sells or not's irrelevant. I would've sold coke if holding dough was the sole motive. It wasn't, but fuck being a broke poet with unpaid debts, begging friends for loose ends. If your so-called talent only results in loan extensions, there's no defenses or buyouts. You don't get a per diem for good intentions. Do you on the side now? Promise that a job doesn't define you as a person. If your words don't carry weight, it's not the world's burden. And in no uncertain terms, am I suggesting that you shouldn't just set fire to the stage and let the curtains burn? Just be aware of the exits. Keep in mind, the closest one might be behind you, the entrance. Been eyeing it myself in the event that I can't live better as an honest rapper without my past self being my benefactor.
I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house.
Gambled away my better half in hopes of doubling up. Deal us a double or nothing, I laughed. I was shit out of luck, but what have I got to lose? At least I'm whole now. Half man, half clone. If that composite sketch of a 100% asshole. But it wasn't without help. Many people did their part to make me take the time to Frankenstein what was ripped apart and put it together again. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't admit that this was a predicament they put me in. You want a piece of this? Welcome to the eggshells. Come barefoot and pregnant to my kitchen. Y'all can help yourselves to the feast or zip me toe away. If you can't take the heat or overuse cliches. Back in the days I'd leave you heartbroken. These days I simply reach into your chest and tear those scars open. Evaluate appreciation, write you off for tax purposes. I'd rather be homeless than settle in that worthlessness.
I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet, conceal laughs in between my teeth. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. It's time to rethink every fact that is imaginable. Survival instinct dwells in a past that is uninhabitable. I happen to pull fast ones over the slow parole board who likes to speak to defanged wolves who cry sheep. Time seeps into our skin, age indicates how long we've been lost in space. I keep putting expressionless looks on my face, an awful waste of human skin who waits for autumn to begin. My fall from grace will do me in too late. I'm out of season. No spring chicken, summer romance novel writer could win a prize. It's Nobel, go to hell in a riding vehicle that he winterized. I've changed my mind more often than my undergarments about abortion and other nonsense. I'm an orphan who comes from Providence. I am a sign from God for the parentally misguided. And I know the state is not an ocean, not an island, not a road. If I don't know where I come from, how do I know where to go? It's not where you're from, not where you're at, it's where you're going. And I am going home. And I know the state is not an ocean, not an island, not a road. If I don't know where I come from, how do I know where to go? It's not where you're from, not where you're at, it's where you're going. And I am going home to where? The land of the lost souls, feeling a loneliness that really only exists in abandoned foster homes. How many images of missing kids can be fit onto a milk carton? Framed, they're starting to look the same, starting to say his name and claim privileges as if they found him. The strangest little kids surrounding the circle of false friendship rings of firearms are connected at the elbow cause their tired moms unexpectedly let go. The Velcro-like component that keeps their unit cohesive, it's the music, so we give reasons to get sober. Life experiences to hum to. These kids play Red Rover, I look for weaknesses to run through. With reckless abandon, they're standing, refuse to go down. Pinballs in their machine bounce between abusive homes now. If it's fight or flight, they'll just choose to throw down. Ain't nothing like beating a dead horse, riding it through a ghost town. I move with no sound. Used to think I was invisible, till they stopped me mid-stride and said, I think I seen a picture of you. Picture that. I said, nah, I just got one of them faces placed next to an expiration date that changes. I kinda look familiar. My name is on the tip of your tongue. The lost look on my face makes you play dumb. Say something colloquial. I need to get my bearings and a feel for where I'm at. But you ain't hearing that, they shout freeze. I'm a tourist trapped by townies who put bounties out on me in all surrounding counties. Before I bounce, I hear them shout, can someone help us out, please? We're all alone in the foster home, killing ourselves with the house keys. Not every broken home can come equipped with a fix-it man, and it's a smelly mess once the shit hits the fan. Kids just stand in their circle jerks with their dicks in the sand, saying fuck the world, cause they ain't got no girl, but who do they think I am? Think again, I'm not that quick to plan ahead of time. I'm 2 steps behind the schedule, they pretend to have read my mind. I think they just misread the lines in the palm of my hand, cause they're random scars caused from slapboxing with landlords. I ran with the dogs till I realized they were all mutts turned bitch once the dog catcher caught up. Forced into trucks, boarded up, put to sleep in the pound. Being an orphan sucks, but I'm through with sneaking around. I see my frown posted up on street lights and telephone poles. From what they show, it seems like I never grow old. From what they show, it seems like I never go home. And that doesn't seem right, cause they won't let me grow. And this is where some go to
avoid the sun rays and the noise of subways. Emerging introverted, unemployed and unshaved, I feel rewarded offering a finder's fee that I know no one will pay. This is where some go to avoid the sun rays and the noise of subways. Emerging introverted, unemployed and unshaved, I've got multiple personalities and my inner children are runaways. And I know a state is not an ocean, not an island, not a road. If I don't know where I come from, how do I know where to go? It's not where you're from, not where you're at, it's where you're going. And I am going home to the land of the lost souls, feeling a loneliness that really only exists in abandoned foster homes. I feel rewarded offering a finder's fee that I know no one will pay. I've got multiple personalities and my inner children are runaways. I feel rewarded offering a finder's fee that I know no one will pay. I've got multiple personalities and my inner children are runaways. Rewarded offering a finder's fee that I know no one will pay. I've got multiple personalities and my inner children are runaways.
Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, thou art not so. But those thou dost think as thou dost overthrow, die not, poor death, nor canst thou kill me.
Clickety-clack, gather my fangs and I quickly attack. Sword in my sheath, knife in my back, keep enemies closer than their friends are at. Rolls in my mouth, the petals are black. One armored suit, the metal's intact. I come come fully strapped with a skull woolly hat. Just picture that.
Clickety-clack.
Now I find my location and unfold the map. My index inspects it and follows the path. My horse is on loan and I borrowed a staff from some mystical wizard. I will give it back. But I'm off to the races, my face has got cracks, worn out and weathered like a red leather mask. Been through the storm, future, present, and past. Light as a feather, swift as a cat, cold as a rock. You know not what you knit from my sack, little bastard. You'll get skinned for that, and swim with the fishes once I finish this task. No strings attached.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Gather my things, quickly attack. Sword in my sheath, knife in my back. Keep enemies closer than we're friends are at.
Kick myself in the ass for not bringing my axe, but I got the flash paper in one single match. Light won't escape me, a fire will catch. You'll beg and you'll plead, you'll scream and you'll scratch, but nothing can save you, you need to relax. I'll keep you alive for a while, feed you scraps, love you like you deserve love, with some smacks, a kick and a slap. It's no longer personal, I'm simply detached from what's hurtful. I need to keep my business exact, separate beings. I can see our differences are vast, and I can't bridge the gap.
Clickety-clack.
Built a rickety raft out of twigs and some grass, and I made it to shore just before it collapsed. Salute to this mission, take swigs from your flask, tilt your glass, pick your poison. I'm poised to be fast on your scent. Picked it up just by sniffing the tracks, kept my ear to the ground and heard snickers and laughs, adding insult to injury for criminal acts. Now the cost of your freedom is a liberty tax.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Gather my things, quickly attack. Sword in my sheath, knife in my back. Enemies closer than we're friends are at.
You should've known better than to be mingling with rats. Gotta lead to your shack from some gypsies in the trash. Cryptic interactions, I asked them to stick to facts. Made a trade and gave them everything that I packed. There's a brick through your window, kids sit through the glass. Notice the note in which the brick was wrapped, explaining that I know how you're quick to the dash, but it won't be very long before you slip in my trap. Like a moth to the flame with its wings and the wax. It's hard to escape with your limbs in the cast. Your heart will deflate when your wrists both get slashed, and gradually I snap these synapses in half. Magnificent crescendo, the cymbals all crash. You'll pay for your deeds, but we don't accept cash. We will mix and match this for that, tit for tat. Gonna get it back.
Get you back. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Gather my things, quickly attack. Sword in my sheath, knife in my back. Keep enemies closer than we're friends are at. Clickety-clack, 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 clickety-clack.
While you're going around trying to keep people out of hell, I'm going around trying to keep the hell out of people. Your evil sense chills through my bones and it flows through the back roads of arteries. Genetic memory fights technology administered by moral midgets. There's picket signs in my eyes. When they strike, you'll wanna talk business. Note to self, go for broke. No one else ever showed you the ropes or help. And what are they supposed to do? Of course they gotta rebuild every wall that you broke on through. Drugs won't get my thoughts running. I need them to make thoughts stop coming. Last night I had a dream I shot someone. When I awoke, my hands were full of the fluid, my heart's pumping. I went to get it tested. The doctor was not so interested in analyzing the message. He had a pill that if he issues out, he gets paid on the side. Got a lifetime supply.
Maybe he's a ghost, and maybe I'm the host. The Pope, the zeitgeist, who knows the right price to pay the priest to release man from these. Maybe I'm the ghost, and maybe he's the host. The Pope, the zeitgeist, who knows the right price to pay the priest to release man from these ropes.
Fell into a Venus flytrap with a nicotine eye patch. Pirate of the ship, sipping Listerine nightcaps. Disguised her voice with the breath of a clean slate. Awake every morning to the death of my dream date. Selling sex to cheapskates with rusty blades. Fuck to forget and call it layaway. Got an addiction to thin ice, the whisper of windpipes. I'm Mr. Insight, the social costume skin tight. Nah, I don't believe in you, and you don't believe that I'm leaving you. As you shrink away to nothing in my rear view, too close to call, too far to be hearing you singing my melody. I heard it subconsciously. You spoke in your sleep, and it sounded like honesty. When you awoke, you said it was not for me. I said, oh, I know, obviously you're not my yo-go, so I cropped the photo and I rocked this solo. Now you got to go, go. Maybe you're a ghost, and maybe I'm the host. The both the zeitgeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these horrors. Maybe I'm the ghost, maybe you're the host. The both the zeitgeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these ropes. You're a ghost, and I'm the conduit, the common thread in every superficial compliment. The loose string in your moral fabric, holding your logic, hopelessly romantic in wound socket. Leaving notes for the next to come, written in blood from the wound that they'll exit from. I don't compose scrolls or sonnets, I just write like my life depends on it. Fuck like I'm agnostic, but I don't believe in you. You got a transparent nature that I'm seeing through. Somebody spiked the punch that you beat me to. Sometimes I'm not even sure it's even you. Maybe you're a ghost, maybe I'm the host. The hope, the zeitgeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these ropes.
Look, I know I'm dirty and everything, but I just want to talk to you just a minute. I just... Ooh.
Dirty, dirt. I am more than two-faced. I've got at least 6 with cheap tricks to hide my not so pretty side while accentuating chasing lips. I use Baton Rouge to battle cruise, sort of like the remix, and you just act confused by the way I choose to fuck with a double helix. Cuddle with me quick, get befuddled and seasick. My ugly mug will be equipped to make it a struggle to see shit. A beat kicks, my belly feels empty. I want a person there. I curse and swear and act unmotherlike until I persevere. Haven't been to church in years. Right now that's the setting. Couldn't think of a better place to cover my face and have a wedding. It's upsetting how plastic my mask is getting. It's melting, releasing toxic fumes, covered by lots of perfume. Never coming out of my closet of costumes. Cartoon versions of myself get drawn out, and after that occurs, time gets consumed. I'm in the dressing room with the caricatures till my head is cured. I'm heading for pedicures and manicures. Man, if you're not damn sure of whether or not to pop the question, I'll let you in on the answer. Think of sex in a camper, a phony life with a trophy wife, menthol cigarettes and cancer, smoking mirrors. So sophisticated, so cool. I am an illusion specialist, turning tricks who could never diss. The one they wake up next to, even if it's not the one they went to bed with. Breakfast at Tiffany's, skip lunch, make sure the dinner table is candlelit. Squish my feet until they crunch when I'm unable to make these sandals fit. I can't just sit, I need to move and power walk, because Oprah said it and I won't forget it. She does it during the opening credits. I'm so synthetic, I like the smell of coke, get it? I powder my nose, power the hose, who pounding the hose while banging a pound of snow, and I'm getting snow plowed. I know, it's time to fuck a guy now. I just applied blush and look surprised, but it's the way I pluck my eyebrow. Time out, I'm in a tanning booth, reading Daniel Steele, and I'm planting banana peels beneath every damn man's heel, waiting for them to fall for my sad trick. I stop, drop, and kneel. With a little touch of magic, I'll let David Copperfield. I'm not real, but I've got feelings, except in my nipples because of the breast implants. To have my chest enhanced, I pant in dresses, but never dress in pants. Club hopping, strobe like honey, addicted to wrinkle cream, sipping on Listerine. Mr. Clean, don't like the smell of nicotine, smoking mirrors. So sophisticated, so cool. I am dirty.
Christopher Daniel Gay was arrested on a Friday in Florida at the Daytona International Speedway. He was a fugitive on the run. Christopher made a quick escape while being transported in a van that was picking up convicts state to state. He did it during a bathroom break. He hot-wired somebody's pickup. In fact, Christopher had a long history of theft involving trucks. He was en route to Alabama for stealing someone's travel trailer. Grand Theft Auto. He was a career criminal jailbird who also had 3 outstanding warrants in his home state of Tennessee. But it was an outstanding performance that set him free. Little Houdini. He stole a big rig, then a tour bus that belonged to Crystal Gale to evade a 5-state manhunt that wanted to put that birdie back in jail. But they failed. Cause Christopher wasn't just running from cops. Christopher Gay was now racing the clock. His mother was dying and there was no time to be held inside of a cage with locks. So y'all can turn up your nose and suck on your teeth and wag your finger like tisk tisk. But he had to take the risk. Little Houdini. There wasn't a single thing sinister in his decision to break from the prison. His only motive was to go back to his childhood home while his mom was still living. It wasn't a house, more like an old mobile camper where she was bedridden, diagnosed with colon cancer. Sometimes the only answer we're left with when a loved one's name is on the death list is to head for the exits and go home. Christopher got the hell out of Texas. His abandonment was reckless. It prolonged his sentence, y'all could forget it. He had numerous convictions and none were as strong as this. Unless you consider the other instance he went the distance. A similar situation. It was a bizarre coincidence when he escaped from prison the first time. Not this time, but the one before. He visited his dad cause he was dying inside of a mental ward, suffering from Alzheimer's. He paid respects, made his peace. When he was done, he didn't run, he returned himself back to the police. That's when his mom made her plea. She said, he knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his father don't got long. His father don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not dangerous, he's our son. He ain't never hurt no one. He knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his father don't got long. His father don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's our son. This ain't no country western song. Christopher wasn't just running from cops. Christopher Gay was now racing the clock. His mother was dying and there was no time to be held inside of a cage with locks. So y'all can go on and toss your rocks and talk your talk like tisk tisk. Meanwhile Chris is stealing a tractor trailer from Walmart. An 18-wheeler, he's peeling rubber. The bird takes flight down turnpikes. $300,000 worth of merchandise, but it ain't worth her life. Ran it off the road and abandoned it 50 yards from his mom's to avoid the cops. It's half a football field from her feeble lawns. After all the stuff, the tour bus, the pickup trucks, the tractor trailer, interstate chases, he put on the brakes and couldn't get close enough. The news reporters told people to lock their doors, like there was a monster on the loose, but there was no truth to those reports. His mom had weeks to live, and Chris had years to serve. They were within shouting distance, but I don't think he heard her final words. But I don't think he heard her final words. She made her plea to the TV. He knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his mama don't got long. His mama don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not dangerous, he's my son. He ain't never hurt no one. He knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his mama don't got long. His mama don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's my son. This ain't no country western song. The third time he escaped from a state cop at a Georgia pit stop, he just slipped out of the handcuffs. He jumped ship and he took off with no father to visit and no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just a wide open sky where he could fly. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just a wide open sky where he could fly. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just a wide open sky where he could fly. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini.
Talking about something that a lot of people are familiar with, the Our Father prayer. I'll show you familiar with the prayer. Our Father in the heavens. Ever say that prayer? You ever hear the expression God's kingdom? You know, it's interesting. You're one of the first. How do you feel about the things going on?
I don't feel like they're very good at all.
I know. It seems like something's going to come to a head. Just a little while longer, and the wicked one will be no more, and you will certainly give attention to his place that he will not be. But the righteous themselves will possess the earth, and they will reside forever upon it. How long does it say that they can live on the earth?
On this earth?
It says forever.
Forever.
Yeah. And sometimes that's a new thought for people, but...
That's kind of scary.
Well, that's a promise from God. Sometimes it's a new thought for people who think, yeah, right, live forever.
My shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career like a non-stop graveyard shift. Don't clean the crime scene cause time means money. Don't need Visine when my eyes seem bloody. I see dead people, but who doesn't? We walk undercover, deadpan, blended in with other human puppets, discussing nothing but the sports and weather. If I stare long enough, they all morph together, and then I freak out. It'll blow my cover, so I just keep out. No, we don't know each other. I'm on the road to recovery, no GPS. Hoisting my sails till the sea breeze rests. Suck wind if you wanna play a hate. Day to day I use my fear of falling asleep to stay awake. I appear psychic like, but I'm not a psychic. You're just predictable with no fight left to fight it. If you write it, they will come with a red pen and taser gun. Do something. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career. I sift through the ashes in search of survivors, digging up the earth, filling urns with dirt for what it's worth. I'm richer than the cemetery soil. Use land drilling to get my midnight oil. I've been moonlighting as a daydreamer. I'm at the wheel of an eight-seater. Hey, Mr. Gatekeeper, call me Keymaster. No, homeowner. 1, 2, into the 3, into the foreclosure. They said the war was over, but we knew it wasn't. They wanted more soldiers, so we said sure, fuck it. Here's a fresh batch of people with setbacks, and poor folk. The fact the road broke cause of your dead traps. Picking the pockets of people who probably needed assistance most. Selling them lies, selling them out, sending them off to a distant coast. Selling them anything anyone left with impossible that is receptive to. Breaking a promise of negative worth like buddy there's nothing left for you. Gotta buy to stay alive. They punish the payment delay, then they charge you for the low balance. Then they ask why didn't you say? Too long we took it on the chin, too long we took it to our grave. Now we take what we can get, fucking unlivable minimum wage. Do something. It might have been. In the foot, I put my foot in my mouth, clean it while it's there, and then I suck the bullet out, reload the weapon. Now that's conservation. Stay locked and loaded in a bad conversation. You're making blank statements like the surplus of your ammunition's finite. Visionary nothing, you're a man who lives with hindsight. Return to the hive mind and call me back. I'm predicting early that you'll be the Monday morning quarterback. So cocksure in a culture that gangs up on bully types. Mob mentality, as if that isn't what a bully's like. Inspiration strikes like a union. I write these lines just to cross them. I'm concluding if my mama don't want her, she never has to work again. Don't ever ask me why I spread myself so thin. I'm finna flirt dirty with the pen and flick my tongue on his bottom. I promise writer's block ain't never been a problem. I probably make the columns wanna pop bottles of pain relief. Sometimes it's what you don't say that says the most, to say the least. Idle feet of the devil's fetish club, a highly exclusive spot none of us are members of. Dante's a scrub. We kicked him out the van and steamrolled him. In 2010 we had a couple dreams stolen. Me and B don't relocked and reloaded. When it feels like you're going through hell, keep going. And as they say, may the bridges that we burn light the way. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career a non-stop green. graveyard shit.
I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in. My house to look like it's been lived in. My car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career like a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in. My house to look like it's been lived in. My car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career, do something, do it, mess up my mind. Do it, mess up my mind.
Wanna get busy?
Mess up my mind. Mess up my mind. Do it, mess up my mind.
Sage Francis, poetry, art, faggotry. Now I know it ain't right, but I decided I had to. Us poets paint life, but don't get recognized till after. So I faked my own death just to see what would happen. As I take shallow breaths and wait for people's reaction. It was funny at first, but I had to hold my laughter. Wait, before long I was on display at an open casket wake, and I'm the main attraction who draws a crowd, a freak show of sorts. Good thing my skin is pale enough to pass as a decomposing corpse frozen in my thoughts. Playing stiff, playing with people's emotions, and awaiting a kiss from praying lips that I hate but miss. She didn't show, although she sent a card with flowers. How considerate. Little bitch would make me sit in my car for hours. Heartless powers sought to devour my patience against me violent. I'm ready to fly shit and everything like I quit. Then again I sit deathly quiet, biting my tongue, just excited that some kids were invited to come did. I'm the center of attention, the talk of the town. It ain't all that profound, but on this special day of mine, I'm the one the universe revolves around. It's like a birthday, kind of. I also found it's the worst way to find love. White doves battle black crows in one of the back rows, and everybody my ass knows back home is sporting black clothes. They're looking glum as usual. It's all too familiar. I put the fun back into funeral. My morbid humor will kill you. For all that it's worth, people who I thought were jerks were putting on the waterworks, and it sorta hurts. My mama stroked my hair with so much care but hardly spoke. Now my heart is broken, yeah, I should've let her in on the joke. But I'm honestly choked up and I'm stuck holding back my tears as I absorb the atmosphere. I wanna turn back, I'm scared. Then a hand touches my shoulder to calm my nerves. Something odd occurs because I hear my father's words, so I got disturbed as he expressed what he's never said. What bothered me the most is that I remembered he's dead. I manifested destiny, the best and worst of worlds has come true as I'm buried alive. In the back of my mind echoes his words, I love you, I love you. Irony is a funny bastard. I mean, you gotta be funny when your mere existence is totally dependent upon God's twisted sense of humor. And I could cut this kid with a knife, he's living so thick. The knife struck. Overprivileged kids trying to tell me life sucks. Men preoccupy their minds thinking of all the guys their wives had sexual relations with. I'd have patience if the innocents weren't lost. But when I scrubbed my hands, the purity rinsed off. And when I scrubbed some more, protective gloves tore. The only thing saving me from loving her. against my cheeks. Everything I see is mine. I never look back, couldn't ask the same of those I leave behind. The air bubbles rushing towards the water's surface. A clumsy stagehand making a grand exit, caught in the curtains. A person should have pulled this rope long ago. Before the water hole froze over, I saw the snow. The best cue for rescues, a couple yanks. Pressed my luck, held my breath enough, but then my stomach sank. Should've never been walking the plank with cement shoes, without an oxygen tank or wetsuit. Destitute conditions leave fishermen victims of circumstance, but you don't need a hook for the worms to dance. Line, sinker, crumbs, hook, line, snap, snap, crackle.
Off to the bathroom to sniff another line. There's a big party going on and you're not invited. Now I'm just howling at the moon, sipping its shine. There's a huge rock running through space, won't you help me light it?
I'm playing jump rope with my veins tonight. Budget dumb low, but I paid the price. The DJ saved my life. Nothing could cut into my fun but the razor might. This song is